Hey, what's up guys? Today I was going to go over a video about some of the things I do, just taking precautions, such as buying eggs, my water jugs, when I go to the market buying fish or chicken or pork, my vegetables. So today, first thing I was going to talk about is eggs. A lot of you guys, we run to the grocery store out back in the West, and we just buy our carton of eggs, look at the expiration date, and then decide which one we're going to purchase. Here, we buy eggs, a little side market, and they come in a bag. We get like 15 eggs for a little over 200 pesos, $1.50 or something like that. But I always take my eggs and I stick them in water. Now, when an egg lays flat in the bottom of the water, it's a good egg. If it starts tilting a little bit, it means it's probably the first ones I'm going to eat. But if it's straight up and down, I throw them away. That means it's got bacteria or air in them. That was my understanding. I used to watch my grandmother do it on the farm, and I do that here just to protect myself because I really don't want to get sick for a day or 2 or 5 days eating bad eggs. So what I got going here is I just put them down in the water. These are all laying sideways. Pull them out and then put the next group in, But I do this all the time, and I'd say 2 to 3 eggs a month. They're just sitting straight up. One of the eggs we actually cracked open just to test the theory, and the egg was green. It was green, nasty. So, like I said, if the egg is straight up and down in the water, we throw it away. If it's flat on its side, we'll keep it. If it's just tilted a little bit, we eat that one first. So it's a pretty simple process. The other thing is, when you have your water picked up and delivered, a lot of times they don't care. They pick a 5 up, they bring a 5 back. I don't know whose 5 I'm getting. I don't know what they use that 5-gallon jug for. God knows, they could put gas in it and rinse it out. They could have a bunch of dogs that pee on it all the time. There's just a million different things that people use water jugs for here. So I marked all my jugs. We actually bring our 5s in, and I just dump them right into this thing. And we got the little spout down here. But I want my 5 to be safe. I want to make sure that I get the same 5-gallon jugs back. And I got one of the best water guys ever. I can call him and he comes right away. So what I do is I pay a little extra. He actually picks up my water jugs, brings them back in a couple hours, but he wraps a clear plastic bag on them, and that keeps them clean from transporting dust and dirt. So when they're sitting out in the garage, they don't collect dust on the top of them. Then I got to wipe them all down and worry about dirt and debris going down in the water jug when I flip them upside down. So what I do is I got red duct tape. I put our initials on the little blue caps, and every week when they pick them up, I get my initial caps back on, and here's my jugs. So you can see the red tape I put around them. You can see the plastic bags that are on them. My jugs stay incredibly clean, and I always get back my jugs. I don't want other people's jugs. I know that might be petty to some people, but I've been sick enough when I first got to this country. So I like our water guy. We pay him extra for the service and to bag our stuff. And it's starting to catch on with a lot of other people because people ask him about the plastic bags on them, and now more and more people are putting all different colors of duct tape on their jugs. They want the same ones back over and over, and it just eliminates issues. And that's what you have to do here. When you're at the fish markets, look at the fish eyes. That's the #1 telltale of fish. If they're cloudy, the eyes are getting cloudy, that means it's an old fish. If they're clear and flexible, that means the fish is pretty good, freshly caught. But if it's been sitting for 2 days, man, I wouldn't buy it. As far as your pork, find that butcher. That butchers every morning. Mo goes about 6 o'clock in the morning straight to the butcher because they freshly butcher a pig about 4:30 in the morning. So we have one place that we go for all our meat. We don't buy it from multiple people, and he gives us a pretty good fair price on everything. And then also with our chicken, we have one lady that we go to They bring the chickens in that morning. They're packed in ice. They're fresh. And you can tell the difference, man. A fresh chicken is amazing. So she'll buy 3 or 4 at a time, bring them back here. We butcher them up. We put them in our freezer bags and throw them in the freezer. Those are just some of the things that we do for safety precautions, and it's worked out well for us. But yeah, the egg thing is really important, because I don't want to catch a salmonella or something like that, you know. But 90% of our produce comes from the vendors out there, and then all our other stuff, you know, our bag stuff, crackers, canned goods, our spices and stuff, you know, of course that's going to come off the shelf at the grocery store. And our bags of rice, we go down to a little market over here and we're able to buy pretty good sized bags of rice. That's fresh. It hasn't been sitting in a store for 5 months waiting for somebody to buy it. This stuff is processed and it's fresh. So just some of the things I want to talk about, help you guys out when you get here. Well, we'll move on to the next topic, and that is shopping. You know, in general, when I need something, Amazon delivers here. Amazon, I think, is pretty much around the whole Philippine Islands now. This morning we just received a package. It was a real tall tripod for different angles of the camera, and a couple of fittings for my DJI microphones that didn't come with it, obviously. But online, when you watch the delivery online from Amazon, this package that I received today was supposed to come in on the 27th, and it came in today, but it still showed in transit when you're online. The systems here aren't like America. Don't count on it being that way for a while, but I see the systems getting better and better over the last 6-7 months. But yeah, you know, Mo on her phone, I put her phone number down because language barrier, and they called and said, hey, you got a package coming today. I thought, let me look online on Amazon. I said, no, it's not supposed to be here till the 27th. Well, I got here on the 21st. So it actually only took about 8 days from California, where it was packaged, 8 days to get to my doorstep. So it's getting faster. It used to be 2 full weeks. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. The other services here is like Lazada. I buy a lot off Lazada. It's similar to Amazon. You can get some okay products, but you got to really read all the comments on it. Sometimes you look at it and go, oh yeah, that's what I want, and click. But if you don't read all the comments, you might get something that is less of what they're actually saying. So just a quick reminder, you know, it's a live and learn system. Some of the other things, when you buy like air cons or window units, I don't suggest window units. They use an enormous amount of energy compared to the split cons. Now the split cons, they're coming down in price slowly is what I've been seeing. You can get a 1/2 horsepower for a bedroom, and they're probably around $400 or $500, 22 to 26,000 peso, and then installation's another 5. So when you add it up, it's about 30,000 peso, $500. But they're worth it because you're going to save that in energy over time. We've moved this one twice now. It runs about 5,000 pesos, so a little under $100 for them to come out, uninstall it, and then reinstall it. So that's a pretty good gig. One more thing. This is a Sharp washing machine. It's a 7 kilogram Sharp. We've had this thing for 2 years. We wash 2 to 3 loads every day to every other day. We have not had a single issue with this. This was 15,000, so it was about, I don't know, in today's peso rate, 270, 80 bucks. The first month I was here, I was washing clothes by hand, and I'm gonna say hell no to that, because it takes you all day to wash clothes, and it uses enormous amounts of water. So if you plan on being there, find an apartment that you can set up a washing machine. You can go out and spend, you know, 200-300 pesos or whatever it is to get your clothes washed every couple of days. But in the long run, if you can set up a machine, we picked this thing up, put it right in my buddy's little hatchback car, drove it right over here, dropped it off. It's not that heavy. It's actually got wheels on the back. You can just roll it around. But it's an easy setup, easy hookup. And then you just figure out where you can put a bar. Like we did here, we put a bar up. We hang our clothes, the sun hits it, dries it in a day, and we're putting clothes away by the end of the night. So our clothes were so much cleaner. So to me, it's worth spending the under 300 bucks. Get a washing machine, set it up, do your laundry, be happy. You got all the bright colors up here. Thing does wonderful. Don't worry about iron, man. It's like the old days where you just go out and hang it on the line, wrinkles just fall out of your clothes. So we keep a lot of stuff on the hangers, up in the closets, and you know, wrinkle free. This thing was hanging up there yesterday. Oh, the other thing, one more quick thing. If you guys, like I said, I don't smoke or drink, but they got Derringer Chew, and you can get this online. It comes in from Cebu in Manila, and they actually sent it right to your door. And I haven't had it in a long time, so 10 cans was 2,700 pesos, so I think that's like, I don't know, 50 bucks or whatever. 36, yeah, around 50 bucks. But it got here like 5 days. So LBC is a delivery service here, and they showed up with it in 5 or 6 days, and I had 10 cans of chew in a plastic container. And a couple months ago, well, a month and a half ago, my buddy Steve came over, and he said, "What do you need from the States?" I said, "Just bring me 2 cans or 2 rolls of Copenhagen snuff." Well, that's in a cardboard container, and that stuff dries out. So I'm just gonna milk these things for the next couple months, have a dip here or there. Got one in right now, talking to you. And I guess that's my one bad habit, but sometimes you wanna splurge and enjoy your life, and that's one of my splurges. So, and to be honest, the wife didn't even care. She's like, whatever, if that's what makes you happy. But Derringer is pretty good. It's nice, it's moist. Like I said, Copenhagen dries out so fast. When Steve got here, I put it in Ziploc baggies and threw it in the freezer to freeze it, to prolong it from drying out. And the time I got to the last can, it was pretty dried out. So, let's see. Well, that's about it for today. I just want to do a short, quick video on some things and show you around the house. Got the old TV behind me. It's rarely on. Mo just went to pick up Jacob. Daily life here in the Philippines, things to check out, things to do, things to think about. And leave a comment down below if you want to know anything or how I go about stuff. I got a lot of good ideas. I'm going to be talking about how I transfer money, the bank system, the different companies you can use to wire transfer over. There's a lot of videos out there, and I don't want to be too repetitive. And I almost thought about referring some people to other people's YouTube channels because they did a really good job on explaining the processes. So I'm not greedy. I'm not the only YouTuber here in the Philippines, and there's some guys out here that's been here a lot longer than me that know the ins and outs a little bit better. But anyways, I appreciate everybody watching the video. It's a quick one, and well, we'll go from there. That's about it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care, everybody.